All right, everybody. Thanks for joining me, man. This is another reaction for Miss Kimmy through Signal. If y'all don't know yet, I took away the post office box, man. I'm just not going to continue doing this stinking post office. They lose more, and it's just a headache, and it's not cheap. And but you got nobody to hold their feet to the fire, so I'm going to check into other post office boxes. You know, that was United States Postal Service, and man, I hate to badmouth anything, but good Lord, these people, you got nobody to hold accountable for. If your package if you haven't received your package, they can't tell you anything. They will just say, well, maybe it'll show up. That's about as far as it gets. But they don't care if you take your business elsewhere. They're getting taxpayer money to operate. So I'm gonna look into other things like UPS. The UPS store has post office boxes and things like that. And then if and when I do that, then I'll post that on the description. But and I've also got my email up there. But I added a social media messaging as well to some people that can't do the email for whatever reason. They're locked out of it in their own country or whatever. You have to download the Signal app. I have nothing to do with that. I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't get any kickbacks or anything like that. But it's encrypted, and it's the reason why I like to use Signal app instead of the regular messaging app or WhatsApp, or there's a ton of other messaging platforms. I don't use any of those other ones. I barely use Signal, but I wanted to offer that in case y'all have an issue and you can't get a hold of me, and you're discouraged or whatever. You could shoot a message there, and I'll get back to it. I hope, as long as I'm not overwhelmed with messages, I hope to respond to those as well. So, and I put that onto the description. It's Signal. So that's the Signal app, and then the handle is sonofbuck.18. You have to put that period in there, and then put 18. For whatever reason, everybody's got to have a 2-digit number. All right, so this is another reaction request from Kimmy through Signal. The reason why I brought that up. And it's George Michael, You Have Been Loved. So let's get over here and let's get into George Michael. Looks like it's going to be a slow one. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like. And I think I got everything reset. All right, let's get to it. Thanks, everybody, for showing up. So far.
She takes the back road and the lane past the school that has not changed in all this time. When the boy was young, all the battles she had won, just to give him life. That man, she loved that man for all his life. only God knows why. For what's the use in pressing arms when children fade in mother's arms? It's a cruel world with so much to lose. And what we have to learn, we rarely choose. So if it's God who took her son, he cannot be the one living in her mind. Take care, my love, she said. Don't think that God is dead. Take care, my love, she said. You have been loved.
Okay, got to pause it right there. I'm not sure, really. I mean, is he talking about her husband, the man that she loved, or is she talking about the man that she born? Let me pause this for a second. Let me look up the lyrics, see if I can get a handle on this, so I can make a half-assed decent reaction. Hold on just a second, y'all. All right, yeah, I brought up the lyrics and they don't make it real clear. I even brought up the meaning of George Michael's this song by George Michael, "You Have Been Loved." And one person says, "I think this is a very, very sad song that makes me cry. It's about death and people struggling with dealing with the death of a loved one. In this case, George's partner and his partner's mother who has lost her son. I especially like if it's God who took her son, he cannot be the one living in her heart, because it shows how people can struggle with the beliefs after a death of a beloved one, especially a child who has died before their parents." Holy shit. Man, this is pretty deep. Let's get back into it, y'all.
If I was weak, forgive me. I was terrified. You brushed my eyes with angels' wings, full of love, kind that makes devils cry. So these days my life has changed, and I'll be fine. But she just sits and counts the hours, searching for her crime. So what's the use in pressing arms when you won't keep such love from harm? It's a cruel world, you've so much to prove. And they haven't had the ones who wait for you. I've no daughters, I've no sons, 'cause I'm the only one living in my life. Take care, my love, he said. Don't think that God is dead. Take care, my love, said you had been lost.
Yeah. Wow. This is deep.
you.
So, I just want to say that there was one that really caught me, and it says here. So these days my life has changed and I'll be fine. But she, the mother, just sits and counts the hours because, she lost her child. This is my interpretation. And then it says, searching for her crime. So, I can see if you lost a child, thank God I've never have. And I know there's at least a couple of my subscribers who have acknowledged the fact that they have lost a child. Good Lord, my heart goes out to them because I just can't imagine. But this line saying searching for her crime, I think you would feel what did you do that you're being punished by God, for him taking a child? What was your crime? At least that's the interpretation I'm putting into it. We all know George Michael was incredibly talented, but incredibly troubled as well. And R.I.P. to him. He's left us way too soon. Maybe he's found his peace, but folks, there's other people out there that are going through what you're going through. And if you're in a position where you don't feel like you can continue on, man, please reach out for help. There's help available and people that are so willing to give you a helping hand to get you through these tough trials and tribulations, man. The world loves you. Your family loves you. Just remember, you always you're leaving behind loved ones that won't ever get over the tragedy of something like that. All right, y'all. That's going to do it for me. This was pretty deep, if you ask me. If you go back and read the lyrics, you can form your own opinion on whether I've got a grasp on this song or not. I'm not sure that I do. But thanks, Kimmy, for the request. Thank y'all for showing up. I hope everything is going okay in y'all's world. So until I see y'all again, I'll catch you down the road, y'all. All right, let's get out of here.